He's pushing me away again.
Before I read the answer here.
Yeah, I want to be there now, but you guys won't let me.
Earlier this season, we met Michael and his mother, Christina, and they were here hoping to prove to Christina's ex-husband, Roger, that Roger was Michael's biological father. Now, sadly, Roger had denied Michael most of his life, and both of these men were ready to put this 27-year DNA feud to rest. Take a look.
Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine being 17 years old and hooking up with a town whore. That's all my ex Christina was. So when she told me she was pregnant with Michael, I said, so what? Of course I wasn't in his life. Half of Arkansas could be his dad.
Basically, he was saying that your mother was partying and that she could have been with 7 other guys.
I don't believe that. I can't have children.
You're positive that Roger is Michael's father?
1,000,000%. We were married.
You were cheating the whole time on me.
What were Roger's exact words when he found out that you were pregnant?
Oh, hell no.
You know, Christina thinks that you have 2 other kids with her.
Yes, she does. And I'm willing to prove that too.
In the case of 27-year-old Michael, Roger, you are the father.
I told you. I apologize to you. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
So, joining us again are Roger and Michael, because after that show, these two started to work hard to mend their relationship. But today, guess what? Roger is embroiled in a new paternity saga with my next guest, Miranda. You see, Miranda is Michael's sister, and she claims Roger has denied her since she was a child. But here's the twist. Miranda is hoping to prove that Roger is not her father because she wants him out of her life. So, joining us from Winchester, Kentucky, is Miranda. You are a rare person when it comes to what you want to prove today. I mean, most people want to prove that they are the father. You're trying to prove that your father is not your father. Why?
Have you seen what he's put my brother through? It's a disgrace.
And you want him out of your life?
I do, for good, and out of my brothers.
Well, we've already proved that your brother is his son, and they're trying to work on their relationship. So let's set that aside for a while. But tell me about the message that you received from Roger shortly after it was proven that he was your brother Michael's biological father. Here it is. Roger, I'm trying to get a hold of you for a DNA test. You, Miranda. No, I don't want anything to do with you. Roger, you will do it because I'm still having to pay child support. If you don't do it this way, I'll take you to court.
Maury, let me tell you, it's horrible. Like, he feels like he has to be the center of attention for everything, and he tries to play the victim, and he's not the victim. Me and my brother are the victim.
So let's go way back, all right? Was Roger ever a part of your life when you were growing up?
He wasn't. He left when I was a baby. He's never really been a part of my life. I met him for the first time when I was 16 years old.
When you were 20, Miranda, you went back down there to live with him, didn't you?
Yes, Maury.
And then what happened then?
He threw me out in Dallas, Texas when I was pregnant with my daughter.
What would happen if I proved that he is your father?
Then it's going to be very, very hurtful, but I still don't want anything to do with him.
You think you look like him?
Me? Neither.
The way I look at it is that I'm 29 years old. He hasn't been here my whole life.
And you also think that Roger is conning your brother. How's he conning your brother?
I do. Because my brother, he has a disability where he gets close to people. And, like, Roger's tried this before with my brother and got my brother very, very close to him and then just threw him away like he wasn't anything. And that's what he does with all of his kids.
Maury, she's just jealous because I'm actually standing up and being there for Michael instead of just sitting back going, oh, my kids are in foster home, so I'm just going to leave them be.
I mean, he can say whatever he wants, and really he's just trying to hit my heart, but it doesn't hurt me. I will admit when I was wrong, and the difference is that I fight through the situations I'm in, and he's never fought for me a day in his life.
Miranda thinks that the only reason you want this test is to get out of paying back child support.
Maury, let me tell you something. I don't even owe child support. What I am paying for in the state of Kentucky after I found out after that text, Maury, was not child support. I am paying for the welfare that they were on that turned around, and I have $4,800 that I had to pay, and it's almost paid for.
You're a very sad individual.
To me, Maury, this is not about money. This is not about material things. This is about just seeing if she's actually mine or not, my blood.
Miranda, why are you laughing?
Because I think it's funny. He's just embarrassing because he'll sit there and try to play the victim like somebody should have sympathy for him and the bullcrap that he pulled his whole life.
Maury,
and I don't.
Maury,
He's brought everything on himself, and your message is that you haven't talked to me in years.
One thing is, Maury, I raised myself since I was 11 years old, okay? I've learned the hard way through life. I've had to do it the hard way. And today, I'm a total different person. The last 20 months, it's been a different person, a different outline.
So if I prove that you're Miranda's father, are you going to make an effort to get to know her a little better?
You know, I will, Maury, but it takes two to do it.
Guess what? We're going to have Michael talk for himself, because when we come back...
Maury, this is the thing. I need love and support, and he's just not... He will never give that to nobody.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what your brother has to say, okay? We'll be back after this and talk to Michael and get the DNA results. So before the break, we met a very angry young woman named Miranda, and Miranda's desperate to prove that this man, Roger, is not her biological father. Now, Miranda's brother, Michael, is praying that Roger is Miranda's father and hopes that their family can start the healing process after the DNA results are revealed. Okay, Michael, nice to have you back with us. Do you understand why your sister's so upset at Roger?
I do, Maury. You know, I'm still just as upset because of the fact, you know, he wasn't there for so long. And then out of nowhere, he starts trying to jump into our lives, trying to play Father of the Year. And I still won't let my guard down. So, yeah, I can understand where she's coming from.
Wait a minute. I was told that you and Roger were starting anew and you were getting closer to each other.
We are, but there's some things, Maury, that he's done, and I have asked him multiple times to not bring up because it's still heart-wrenching for me.
You know, Maury, I love Michael. I love my son.
Michael, do you want Miranda to accept Roger as her father if I prove it?
I wouldn't blame her if she did, Maury.
Really?
At this point, like, you know, he's pushing, and you were right, he's pushing me away again.
Before I read the answer here.
Yeah. I want to be there now, but you guys won't let me.
Oh,
Everything
Roger,
that I do,
Roger,
you want to be
Roger, you're ruining this, Roger. You're ruining
I
it.
apologize for not being there.
Okay.
I can't take back.
Okay.
I can't take back what's already happened,
right.
but I can be there now to start it.
Okay. Do you believe that Roger is your sister's father?
I do believe it.
Okay. I don't know who's going to be happy and who's not going to be happy right here. Here we go. In the case of 29-year-old Miranda, Roger, you are the father.
Damn.
What's that mean? What's that mean?
Just, Maury, it's complicated.
I think the millions of people who've been watching this have realized that this whole relationship with this family is complicated. Miranda.
I am sorry, Miranda, and I am willing to do whatever, you know.
Keep your sorrows to yourself.
And I am. I'm willing to do whatever, just like I did with Michael.
Keep your sorrows to yourself. I'm an adult now. I don't need you.
Doesn't change anything, Miranda?
And that's fine.
Miranda.
I don't need you, but I want to make a relationship.
Are you sure, Miranda?
Good.
I'm positive. I had my dad, and that's not him. He can sit here and pretend all he wants on your show.
I don't pretend.
But in reality, he will never be a father. He will long enough to get you close to him, and then he just leaves again. I just don't want no part of it.
I can't grow relationships on this show. All I can do is produce the facts. And the fact is
That's right.
that Roger, you are Miranda's biological father.
You know,
We'll be right back. You are not the father.